Is that what you were hearing?
How did you guess?
With the flight associated with this.
Everybody to the revenge of the 47 loyal samurai. Yes, I am a puppet, and you have all come to see a kabuki play, not a puppet play. I am the stage manager of the Bunraku Puppet Theater, and this play was originally written for us puppets, not kabuki actors to perform. But kabuki actors love the play, and in the last 250 years, they've performed it more often than we have. I've given the PSU Kabuki troupe permission to perform the Loyal 47, so long as I get to greet you first. PSU would like to welcome special guests to today's performance. Everyone, please welcome guests from the Portland Art Museum and the International School. Violence that actually took place in spring 1701 and winter 1703. You can read about the history of the incidents and the play in your program. Because the incident was so controversial, the play had to be set in Japan's past. In our play, Act 1 is set clearly in 1338, a time of samurai warfare. All characters in the play lived in that world. But each also has a corresponding identity in the world of 1701. An identity that all in the audience, and even the censors, knew. From Act 2 onwards, costuming and settings look like the 1700s. Now, it's time to let human actors take you to these worlds. They will be assisted by the chanter and the shamisen player of the Bunraku Puppet Theater. And when we begin our play, we'll awake our human actors like stringless puppets. But a request to you all in the audience. Humans are egotistical, emotional creatures who love to be acclaimed. Kabuki actors like to hear applause all the time. Please clap and even shout out applause if you like what you see. Kabuki fans shout out actors' names. In Japanese, Omodakaya or Naritaya Omigoto. In English, this is something like, way to go, Michael, or Colin, you rock, or even just Clara! Kabuki fans don't sit quietly waiting for the curtain to give polite, formal applause. Now, I'm an 18th century puppet, so I'm having a hard time figuring out this device, but all in our 18th century play. Now, sit back and journey with us to the world of the samurai rulers of Japan at the turn of the 18th century. Harold, take it away.
桃の井若狭之助安親 Morono's target of displeasure for his rough manners and the Hakushu Castle Lord Imyahangam Akosada.
Wakasanosuke,
Yes, my lord.
call Lady Kaoyo.
Yes, my lord. Lady Koyo, Lord Tadayoshi summons you.
I am at his lordship's service.
So she answers, and presently among these men a single flower, Lady Kaoyo, wife of Hangam.
What did I
Oh, casts amorous eyes at this rare beauty. As Tadayoshi speaks, all bow in reverence.
Attend, Lady Kaoyo.
My lord.
It is the Shogun, not I, who has summoned you here. You served the Emperor Go-Daigo when he bestowed upon the warrior Yoshisada the imperial battle crown. Now, with prayers commemorating our victory in battle, my brother the Shogun wills that this battle crown be dedicated to the shrine of Hachiman, the god of war. If you can, determine which is the imperial battle crown. Can you do this? Come, answer me.
Yes, my lord. I can.
Attendants carry forth the helmets of slain enemies, bending down to open up the heavy wooden chest, lifting up the battle crown. Is this the one of fame? Though gazing closely at the battle crowns held high, she will say it only when she is sure, and then floating flowers, fragrance of the crown well known.
This is the very crown that Yoshisada wore when he set out into battle. That I can say with certainty.
Enya Hangan. Momonoi Wakasanosuke. In conjunction with the dedication and the visit of imperial officials tomorrow, all ceremonies are placed in your care. Consult Lord Morano to learn your duties. Hangan, take the battle crown to the sanctuary. Kaoyo, you may go.
My lord.
Aoyo has now been freed of her demanding task. She waits as his lordship into the shrine goes. One moment, Lady Kaoyo. I wish to have a word with you. I believe you and I share in common an unspoken passion for the art of writing poetry. Will you accept from me this poem, composed with loving care, your reply to which I will not be displeased to receive from your own lips, Kaoyo, my lady. From his sleeve to her sleeve, a love letter from Morono, saying not a single word. She throws it aside.
Ouch.
wrath. But you shall not cast down my intentions that easily. Until you accept my love, I will track you, chase you, wear you down. In the palace, your husband is my puppet, who rise or fall in his duties, solely on Morono's will. Oh, my lady, do you understand?
In her heart are angry words, but thou oil refrains, dear lady, thou oil, tears in her eyes.
Ahem! Lady Koyo, Lord Tadayoshi dismissed you long ago. If you linger, you are risking his displeasure. Go now. Stay not a moment longer.
Yes, good sir, Wakasanosuke. With your permission, I shall take my leave.
Burdened with care, to her mansion, how oil return.
No one summoned you. You are insolent, Wakasanosuke. Lady Koyo was entreating me in private audience to instruct Hangan in his palace duties. That is how even the mighty must grovel before the shogun's chief counselor. And who are you? A country rustic, a nobody, so low a single word from Morono would send you tumbling into the streets to beg for your food. And you call yourself a samurai? A samurai? A samurai? The blockhead, country bumpkin.
You dare to meddle, little man, Morono's revenge, bursting in hot anger, Wakasanosuke, here in the sacred shrine before his majesty. A moment of patience is all I need.
eager to see Pompey, and I'm sure he'll have time to deliver the letter tonight. How fortunate that Lady Callio chose me to bring the letter. Dear Pompey, I cannot bear to be apart from you a single moment.
Okadu, is it you?
Yes, dearest Pompey.
But what are you doing here at the palace? At night and all alone?
I've come for Lady Callio. Meet Pompey and tell him he is to ask my husband to deliver this letter to Lord Modono. Those were her very words.
I am to take this directly to Lord Hongan?
Yes, dearest Pompey.
Wait for me, Okadu.
Pompey?
I should take this to our master myself. I should be with them. It is my duty not to leave him while in the palace. But I... Take this immediately to Lord Hongan.
Yes, sir. I will.
I want to be with you so, now that we are here together.
You are flushed with excitement, Okadu.
Please come. I don't care.
Season fast, her lover's in. She leads him away.
To receive your instructions. First, however, I've been asked by my wife to place this letter in your hand.
What's this? A letter from Lady Callio? To me? Ah, I understand. My poetic skill is renowned. No doubt she wishes me to place the touch of my brush upon her heartfelt words to correct any blemishes. There is time before the ceremony. Sit and be at ease. love lies not in the hopeful eye of her beholder. Not beholden to lie, I aver never to lie with you. Not beholden to lie, I aver never to lie with you. Angan, was this poem shown to you?
I have not seen it until this moment, Your Excellency.
I see. Well, the Lord of Little Hakushu Castle has a clever wife. She can dash off a subtle poem like this. A woman so talented and famous for her beauty must be a great source of husbandly pride. Such a superlative creature, in fact, that her infatuated husband, not bearing to be separated from her, finds his sacred duties at the palace wearisome.
I see our lordship is in a playful mood. He has perhaps been drinking and is feeling in good humor. Yes, surely our lord has been drinking.
What is that? When have you seen me drinking? You who has never so much as offered me a cup of sake. Whether I, Morano, choose to drink or not, nothing keeps me from my duties. The one who's been drinking is you. You've just come from a drinking party with your charming wife. She pours for you, and you pour for her. Isn't that why you've come to the palace late? I seem to recall a story about a stay-at-home like you, helpless beyond his front door. Ah, yes, the tadpole in the puddle. There once was a young tadpole who lived in a tiny puddle. He knew no other place between heaven and earth. So he thought his home the most wonderful puddle in all the world. One day, a compassionate person passed by, just like Morano, who, taking pity, lifted the tadpole from his stagnant pool and released him into the waters of a broad river. The tadpole was completely out of his depth, dropped suddenly into the great world from his shallow one. Completely at a loss, willy-nilly he went this way, and willy-nilly he went that way. Until he ran headfirst, smack into a bridge post. And shivering and quivering, and shivering and quivering, the tadpole expired. The tadpole is you. Oh, I do believe the young tadpole has lost his tail and is turning into a toad. Oh yes, with your eyes bulging out, you look exactly like a toad. This Morano has lived many years, and this is the first time I've seen in the palace a toad wearing clothes. Oh, come here, Banai. Hangan's turning into a toad. Hangan is a toad. A toad! A toad!
mean the words you have said? Have you gone out of your mind? Counselor Boruto!
Watch yourself, Hangan! Remember, I am chief counselor of the Shogun. No one calls me insane. You are ludicrous.
You have been deliberately insulting me this entire time? You dare tell me that?
Indeed, I dare. And if I dare, who are you to complain?
If you dare.
If I dare. The palace, the palace! We're in the palace! Don't you know the law? Draw your sword in the palace and your clan will be destroyed! Don't you know that? Since you know, go ahead. Draw your sword. Draw. Draw. Kill me, Hangan! Kill me! Kill me, Hangan!
A moment, Lord Murnau. I beg your indulgence. Without thinking I spoke out of turn, I implore you, instruct me in my duties for the ceremony. I will do as you say. Humbly I beseech you, your excellency.
Your hand!
A hand?
Yes, your hand!
This hand? These hands? Humbly beg your forgiveness.
So, you apologize, do you? Very well, very well. Soon, instructions in great detail for today's ceremony.
Will be given to me?
No, not to you. To Wakasanosuke. There is no educating a provincial barbarian.
Or now wait.
Careful, you'll rip my trousers. Hop, hop, hop away, little toad. So, you won't hop away, will you? Can there be anything else you want?
What I want is...
What you want is...
You!
is. To come forth then is the breast of cool grief.
Madrasa!
We flee Amokura, at first restless long kimono sleeves. They're like a painting in black ink wash, and in the night. Perhaps one day we'll return like birds fly home, like birds returning to their nest. We hope.
We have left Kamakura, and now these are the mountains of Totsuka. Okaru, have the rocks of the road hurt your feet?
Please, do not worry about me. But what are we to do? We were lovers for such a short time when I brought the letter from Our Lady, and you took it to our Lord. That was when disaster struck, and now we flee. But I do not mind.
But still, I can never forget that I was with you when I should have been with our master. For that failure, a samurai cannot go on living. Okaru, farewell.
No! Your failure was my fault. If you die, I will die beside you. People will say this was a lover's suicide. No one will praise you as a samurai. First, let's go to our family's home. We will wait for the time when you can be reinstated. Please live, oh Kanpei.
Remember your failure then. came from my love. The love we share, for faith is one. For me. And wife until you can return.
You are right. We shall flee across the mountains to your father's home.
You make me so happy.
I know that someday I will find a way to atone for deserting my master. Come, let us go.
Yes, Pompey.
But then come Moroni's men, armies of on high.
Hey, hey! Here we go! Hey, hey! Come, fade! Your stupid master, Enya Hongan, Takusada, and my honor master, Counselor Lorono, met in the palace, and while chittering, chattering, your master Hongan flew into a slit. Taking a teensy sword, he whipped it out, he made a slash. Locked up in his palanquin, he's going into house arrest. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Hongan has been hauled away! And now it's my turn. Give a quarter to me now.
I'll pluck you like a chick. I'll roast you like a duck. I am claiming Okaru. What you say to that? Well. Compay, your goose is cooked. Give her to me. Give her to me. Give her to me. Yes, Anisara, on your eye. Come big, laughing mockingly.
You are a funny bird, Sagi Sakabanai. No one has ever tried to make a meal of you. But Kanpei's sword will chop you into bits. Have a taste of my stir fry. Enjoy it!
Men! Attack!
Yes, sir!
kill you.
No, Conway! Killing him would cause more trouble. So please, just let him go. So please, let him
That burns on his watching his lips in pain, stumbling, desperate to live. On the way he flies.
What a shame to let him live. But killing him would only add to my wrongdoing. Already it is dawning.
on the peaks of the mountains.
There are trailing clouds, glowing pink with morning's light.
If far away as daybreak lies across the ground,
Shogun's command. Whereas, Enyang Hangan Takasada, you have willfully committed an act of bloodshed against our chief counselor, Morono, and thereby have defiled the palace. Know that your estates, large and small, are hereby confiscated, and you are ordered to end your life by sepulchre.
In all respect, I accept the Shogun's command.
From the adjoining room, knocking on the door.
Goemon, Goemon, we Lord Hangan's retainers beg permission to see our master one last time.
Just a moment. My lord, your retainers wish to see you.
Tell them not until Chief Retainer Uranosuke has arrived from our home property.
You heard our lord. You may see our lord when Uranosuke arrives, not before.
Not granted. None utters a single word. In the room, hushed silence, his outer clothes expose his death robe. Securing the seat of death.
Here,
Yes,
Uranosuke,
Uranosuke. Has not as yet arrived.
Proper steps for suicide. He lifts the tray and bows. Waiting no longer, the blade in his hand.
Kiarikia,
Yes,
Uranosuke,
yes. Uranosuke. Has not as yet arrived.
tell him I regret not meeting him one last time. Lord Ishido, please bear witness and report my death.
Now at last the time has come. The blade is aimed, hung up. Thrust it in, thrust it deep. Lightning at a desperate speed, the longboard person comes. Here at last is Oboshi Uranosuke. A frantic gaze at his master. Is he still alive? Overcome by the sight, he falls on his knees.
Are you Uranosuke?
Yes!
Approach quickly.
Rushing in, hung on them, till now forbidden but no longer.
Oboshi Uranosuke kneels before my lord.
Uranosuke,
I am here.
at last, you've come.
All that I could ever ask is to be at your side in these last moments.
Makes me content as well. You have heard, have you not? Everything.
Yes,
Everything.
yes,
Everything.
yes!
I am humiliated.
No words can express such feelings as I hold. Nothing remains now but to assure you a just end.
One king remains.
Ripping tight the blade, cutting straight across in disembowelment. These moments of agony, exhaling his breath.
Suranovsky! Suranovsky! Come close.
Yes.
Take this blade to remind. Do not forget. Breathe. There. Remember me. I swear!
Aiming the blade at his throat. One slash across. Breathing his last breath, forward he falls down.
Uranosuke, Yakushiji now assumes authority over Hangan's estates and over this mansion. Hangan's retainers are hereby denied the rank of samurai and are disbanded. I will report to the shogun that the death of Hangan is accomplished. You have my deepest sympathy, Uranosuke.
Yakushiji, hold them in contempt.
Now that he's dead, I'm master here. Cart the corpse away while I settle in. Show me to the Lord's chambers.
Yes, sir.
It's a sad time, isn't it?
understand our heartfelt feelings. All of us, each retainer, offers his deepest condolences. Gorman.
Yes.
Come closer.
Yes, my lady.
I offer my love to man.
If you don't stop, I'll commit seppuku on this very spot. Which one of you will sever my head with Kai Shaku? Do you want to behead me?
No! What,
Master? Then will you stop when I tell